What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Uncommon Bills, and we are back with another video. I'm actually getting ready to take the SRT8 out for a little drive just because I actually installed a performance part. It's only one, it's nothing big, it's nothing major, but apparently this is supposed to give me over 20 plus more horsepower, and I believe 23 wheel horsepower. Now, I'm not representing that because I don't know if that is true, because I don't have dyno results for the SRT8 and the new part that is basically installed to the SRT8. The car also does have a performance chip, and the performance chip supposedly or allegedly is supposed to add 60 plus more horsepower and 30% more wheel torque. So if you configure the numbers of the SRT8, the 6.1, and mine is actually rebuilt, nothing crazy has happened to it, not yet, but it is completely rebuilt. And the standard output at the crank is 425, and wheel feet of torque is 420. So if we're going to be adding, let's just say 60 horsepower from the chip, plus the new performance piece that I actually installed the other night, we're looking at about almost 100 horsepower gain. Okay, if you want to add the wheel torque of 23 plus what 30% of whatever 420 what wheel horsepower is on the SRT8, I'm not a math genius, but give or take, that's probably I want to say probably what's 30% of 420? Now, again, like I said, guys, I'm not condoning those numbers. If you're like me, which I know a lot of people are, I want to see those numbers on paper. And that's basically dyno test. And that is actually going to be coming later on after I get some more performance mods. But hypothetically speaking, I've pretty much added 100 more horsepower with the two mods that have basically been put in the SRT8. And I'm going to basically show you right now exactly which mods were basically updated or upgraded on the SRT8. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pop this hood, and voila. So the SRT8 now has a brand new cold air intake big mouth, and this freaking filter is freaking massive. So anybody who has a Mopar or a 6.1 and has this actual kit knows how big this filter is, because this thing is freaking massive. But I actually installed this the other night. I did not do a video of it just because it was too simple. I mean, you've got a couple pieces to basically unscrew and basically connect, and then you basically put it together. It didn't take me that long to do it, other than maybe this piece here. If you're not careful with trying to pull this out of the old one, you could seriously damage this and break this. I actually did unclip it by just pushing that in, and there's a little pin clip here that you would basically pull this out, but you have to do it with a lot of care so you don't basically tear this out, because once you tear this up, you got to get this replaced, and then your check engine light's probably going to come on for your airflow or whatever. But everything else was pretty much easy to install after that. It's just basically plug and play. So the SRT8 now has a Corsa Performance cold air intake system, and these run about $355 plus shipping. You're probably looking at like $360, $370 almost. So we're basically going to be taking this car out to pretty much see the power difference and also the throttle response difference. I've also read some reviews that it actually kind of makes it sound almost like the car is supercharged. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but we're going to basically find out today. I need to get my I actually need to get my driveway fixed, because my house is the driveway comes up and it kind of dips slightly before it gets to the road. Now my SRT8 is not as low as my wide body Suzuki was when I had it. I was always scraping, but I was able to get myself out of here. So but this one does scrape a little bit coming out. It's not bad, so thank God. But I do plan on trying to get, if I decide to stay in this house, to get that pavement a little bit more level, so I'm not having too many issues. But about to see what the baby can do. That's my rear tire. Y'all can hear that whine though. There's a little bit of a whine. I was definitely not expecting that little whine that just came out of the out of the car. I don't know, one day maybe supercharger, but right now I'm really thinking about just doing that Pro Charger, but that's in the future, so let's see. Just doing that small pull, I can tell you right now, the car felt a little bit different. I'm behind the trash truck. The car kind of does feel a little different. They moving over for me? All right. I know y'all can hear that whine, man. It's not super loud, but it's loud enough to where I can actually hear it. And just doing that, the car the car kind of pulls a little differently now. Wow, bro. I can't wait to get on the freaking highway to really test this out. Just doing those two pulls, I can somewhat tell the difference, but I won't really be able to tell until we get on this highway. Definitely see. Excuse me. Man, I tell you what though, the SRT8, if anybody's looking to buy one, or at least try to find one to build, you can't go wrong with it, man. I highly encourage it if you're looking for a project car. You don't need these new Chargers, because you can actually take the body style of these and take the newer, at least the newer parts from the newer model, and basically play Legos with it. And you know, you can pretty much build you a 6.1, but hidden in a Hellcat body or a Scat Pack body, and nobody would know unless you told them. So I got a minute before I hit this highway though. Little burbles. But the only two performance mods that are actually on the SRT8 right now is the Corsa Extreme big mouth air intake. The exhaust sounds a little bit different too. It does sound a little bit different. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually liking it. Like no cap, like for real. The response, and like you can kind of hear like a little whine that the car is breathing better. And this thing is pulling, man. It is seriously pulling. Definitely gonna do a couple more pulls. I'm gonna cut the video here until I get to the highway. So we're definitely gonna do some more pulls. I can feel the difference in this damn thing. Come on. Gas mileage is terrible though, and that shit
lie. That was, I could definitely feel a difference in that. Like, just in that pull from before I installed that Corsa Performance air intake, that was a different kind of launch. And if you can hear closely, you can almost kind of hear the air being sucked into the front of the damn, into the damn intake. And like I said, that thing is freaking massive. It's huge. Now, as far as horsepower gains, guys, I don't know, but I can tell you right now, I felt the difference. I can feel the difference in these pulls, and basically when I downshift and basically gun it. I don't know, man. That was crazy. I can definitely tell that there's definitely a difference. The throttle response too, like, definitely there was kind of no lag there. So I don't know. I'm kind of in traffic. I want to do a little bit more, but it's always traffic. On the weekend, traffic. During the week, traffic. Wow, what? Lord. And the exhaust sounds a little bit different. It does sound a little bit different. Boy, this thing is moving. Now, granted, the car is not as fast as I want it to be, but if we're going off the numbers that the performance chip and this Dakota air intake is allegedly supposed to add, we're looking at almost 100 horsepower into the car. I don't know. I'm not claiming those numbers. I mean, if that's legit, if those are legit numbers, that's basically what I would be at. It's a little bit faster than the Scat Pack, but then again, you know, we trying to get up to, honestly, guys, I want to try to push 1,000 horsepower, 1,000 at the wheel. So, like I said, guys, we got a lot coming to the channel, and I am right now looking at trying to find a first stage tune. There's a shop that I'm actually speaking with now. They're talking about $1,000 for the stage one for this car, and that does not include any components that I may need. So I did ask them what is it that I need to basically go ahead and get the ball rolling on that. But I think before we get to that part, I want to buy the other performance pieces like the cam. I want to buy a new manifold, an upgraded manifold. It's about $1,100, and then there's another one that actually has nitrous lines already in it, and that one's almost $3,000. So I'm kind of on the fence of which one to actually get, because I'm also on the fence of the whole nitrous thing. If that thing blows up, anything goes wrong, your boy is cooked. So I don't know, man. Everything is up in the air right now, but I am waiting on the cam, getting the cam kit, and I also am going to upgrade the injectors and some other stuff that I'm basically looking at trying to get for the SRT8, and hopefully we can definitely achieve that goal to push 1,000 horsepower. I don't know too many that are actually pushing 1,000 horsepower, so especially in the Charger form, but then again, you know, I'll do a little bit of research to see and to find out, and then, you know, later on hopefully we upgrade to a 426. So, but yeah, guys, I did a couple pulls there. Definitely feels a little different than without that new intake system that's in there. It's a very easy install. I did not film it. There's even a diagram that comes in the box. Again, like I said, guys, it runs about $355 out the door, probably $370, $368, whatever it is, tax wise, or, you know, if you get free shipping and all that good stuff, it's probably less. I don't know. But I buy myself from Car ID, obviously, and yeah, they haven't let me down. They haven't let me down yet. So that's gonna be it for today's video. See you on the next one. See you when I see you. Peace.